For Manchester United, the position of goalkeeper and striker, centre forward is really much wanting. For the position, I would be reading. For the position of the goalkeeper, I would recommend Bart Valbregen of Brighton, Kaua Santos of Frankfurt, and Sana Lamens of Royal Antwerp, Belgian Pro League. Please take a minute to click that subscription button and also like the video, so this video can reach many more people. Thank you for doing that. Let's now go back to the video. With that, LT by deal would have to leave. For the striker's position, I would recommend Victor Osimhen, Benjamin Sesko, and Liam Delap. However, for Manchester United to acquire either Victor Osimhen or Benjamin Sesko, it would mean they would need to qualify for European football next season. And with that, they have it at hard, for they are still in the Euros, and they are one of the best contenders there. However, if Victor Osimhen, Delap, or Benjamin Sesko is to come in, then Hojirad and Joshua Zirkzee should leave, for they have failed to impress in their stay at the Premier League so far. Delap is worth around 32 million, and Manchester United has got the bargaining power, as Ipswich Town has already been relegated. But European football would be an added advantage. All other descriptions are at the end of the video. Genoa, just a recap about Genoa. Genoa played in the UEFA Champions League this season. However, given they didn't give their squad depth, it has been catastrophic. From fighting for UEFA Champions League positions to now fighting for survival to avoid relegation. However, there is no big mess, I would say. There are things that can be fixed swiftly. Give around to do that. Both wings, both right and left, that is complete damage. There is nothing I can associate with those wingers playing right now. Adding players who can flank or attack to provide more options and flexibility would be the best and the most ultimate for Genoa right now. Now I'm going to provide strikers and midfielders whom I feel can be signed by them at the end of this video. The midfielders that Genoa should go for should be able to cut across inside and create chances and contribute to support the final third. That is the kind of attacking midfielders that Genoa should be looking for. Also, adding versatile midfielders who can play both defensive and offensive is very important, because when the team is all forward, Genoa midfielders this season have been forgetting about their defensive role and only concentrate on offensive. That has been endangering the team, given their weak defense this season. So they should consider the midfield as well, especially the holding midfielders. That option would be very, very, very important for them. And finally, their weak position center forward, they should be prioritizing signing proven strikers who can provide consistent attacking threat. Very consistent. Last season they have Savino, who went back to Manchester City, for he was there on loan, and he really tried to help their team gain UEFA Championship status. Now let's go to Tottenham Hotspur, the London club. Tottenham has got a lot more details to be offered because of the extensive recruitment process. More so at Age because I think the guy is very specific on his recruitment, and so we need to give a lot of details. Now on Tottenham Hotspur, there are a few things that are really in a mess there. The entire final third didn't need very suitable backups. When you look at Rodrigo Bentancur, Bissouma, Hojibjerg, Oliver Skip, in that entire final third, only Pape Sarr is doing well. Somebody more creative is needed, urgently. I would call that one urgent. But it is to be remembered, Tottenham Hotspur are still in Europa League, and they are somehow favourite to win it as well. A centre forward is needed as well, because both Son and Richarlison are excellent, but Spurs need an excellent goal threat. A guy who can threaten the goal in the like of Hurricane. Best options for Spurs at the centre forward position could be Will Lancia, who can be promoted from the academy directly. That one would mean no cost in transfer. However, they still can go for Dusan Vlahovic, who is currently with Juventus, and his contract is about to end. And so Juventus wouldn't really want to lose him on a free transfer. He would go for 25 million, which Spurs can really afford, I know that. We also have, in the middle of the park, Tottenham Hotspur could be exploring the likes of Frank Anguissa, who is right now playing for Napoli, who has got very vital strengths in the current football, highly capable both physically and technically, very good ball carrier, able to turn under pressure, cover long distance swiftly. He is really very compatible with Postecoglou's method of play. He's a very good one, that one. I have a final option, the third option, which is very much unique to find. It is unique. I'm calling it very much unique. In Quinten Timber. Quinten Timber is now playing for Feyenoord in the Netherlands. And that boy, I want to assure Tottenham Hotspur, if they can lay their hands on him, they're safe for a couple of years. He has got strengths, which include high pressing, playmaking, and drawing wrong shots. Very good, and the shots normally are on target. If we can combine with the likes of Solanke and Son, I'm sure Tottenham Hotspur would finish in the top 4 come next season. His contract is about to expire, and so Feyenoord won't really want to lose him on free. And so I would value him at around 34 million euros, and that could be a good bargain for Tottenham Hotspur. Into Lyon, they should consider centre defenders. Central defenders are very important for them come next season. For the position of centre back, I would recommend Gonçalo Inácio of Sporting Lisbon. He might go for about 44 million, but depending on how many clubs will bid for him, the price is likely to go up. And considering the terms in his release clause, that price might go up, but not exceeding 52 million. I would also recommend a future generation gem, one Joel Hato, 19 years old, right now in Ajax, Eredivisie, Netherlands. He will go for 30 million given his abilities, but he's good enough for now, present, and the future. A third option for them, I would go for Lyon Flamigo, 22-year-old, right now in PSV. Go for about 16 million. That's a very good recommendation for present and the future. For the position of center forward for our friends Lyon, Yuri Alberto would be a very good addition for them, because that boy is a goal threat every other time. I would really recommend him. A second option would be Wesley, currently in Brazil, but I know the level of game I saw in him, Wesley can really very well play for Lyon, so Lyon can explore that as another option. I will see you around.